Most of us have heard about John the Baptist, a very famous preacher from the times of Jesus. But if you think about it, John the Baptist was a very unusual preacher. Hey, everybody, welcome once again to Journey Through the Bible, a brief daily Bible study. I appreciate everybody who lets me get to their hearts, and especially those who like the videos and comment on them and share them on chat, WhatsApps, and even their Facebook pages. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let's go straight to the Bible, to Matthew chapter 3, verses 4 and 5. The Bible says, "Now John himself was clothed in camel's hair, with a leather belt around his waist, and his food was locusts and wild honey. Then Jerusalem, all Judea, and all the region around the Jordan went out to him." The first thing I want to emphasize from today's word is that John's simple clothing attracted the attention of everybody around him. His simple diet and clothing was in plain contrast with the wealth and self-indulgence of the people who came out to him. His attitude was very similar to that of the Essenes in his time. But the preachers, the famous people, and all the people who came to him, they were just about the opposite. So I want to tell you in first place that when you as a Christian, when you as a preacher, when you as somebody who wants to share about Jesus or to make disciples of Jesus among your friends, when you are humble, when you don't think you are the greatest thing in the world, when you don't act like the greatest scholar who's teaching everybody, but just a friend who's spending time with them, opening up perhaps the Bible and talking to them, the gospel is much more acceptable, much more appealing than if you come to them as a very proud and knowledgeable person who wants to show off their skills, their theological skills, and that kind of stuff. Don't approach your friends as someone who knows more. Approach them as a friend who wants to spend some time, period. That's what you want, don't you? And the Bible says in the second part of what we're studying today that Jerusalem, all Judea, and all the region around the Jordan went out to him. I don't know if you noticed that there's several locations, several geographical locations that are mentioned here amongst the people who walked their way to see John the Baptist. This isn't as easy as jumping into a car today and driving to watch a preacher's sermon. People at that time had to walk long distances in the dust, difficult roads. And they did all that because they wanted to hear that humble preacher. Yes, sometimes he was tough when he spoke, but his humbleness was very evident in everything he did. When you speak to others in humbleness, not in pride, God is promising that he will attract the people to the gospel that you are trying to preach. I pray today that your attitude of humbleness, your Christ-like attitude, an attitude like that of John the Baptist, will attract your friends to Jesus and make him followers of Jesus Christ. God bless.